Hello, Club Culture family.
What's good, y'all?
If you are tuned in on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. And if you are tuned in on your favorite streaming platform, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you leave us a rating. I have a new face with us. My girl, my twin.
yes, okay.
Shania.
What's good, y'all? How y'all doing?
How you doing?
Ooh, honey, I'm blessed.
Okay.
I have to start my conversations like that now.
Okay.
People ask me how I'm doing. I have to say I'm blessed because I am.
Mm-hmm.
That negative, mindset,
Mm-hmm.
I gotta leave that where it's at. I need positivity to flow into my life.
So that's your way of saying grand rising, basically, when you when somebody greets you. How you doing? I'm blessed.
This is why she's twin. She bringing stuff to light for me.
Exactly.
So,
we always here with each other.
Okay. No,
that's
for
that
real?
Scorpio intellectual.
No, for real?
Yes.
Okay.
So Shania is a great friend from high school. We met in high school.
Yeah.
And through that Morton connection, that's where we met each other, right?
Through Morton connection, through your sister, because your sister graduated with me.
Okay, Tamia.
And now I do your little sister makeup.
Yeah, so yeah,
everything.
you doing my little sister makeup pretty much kept us around each other.
Oh, and don't forget I came to your
album
release party.
Yeah, before that happened, Tamisha, my little sister, she would do her makeup a lot. Shania is a makeup artist.
Yes, a bomb one.
And through her coming over, doing the makeup, we would chit chat. And so Facebook, we can't forget about Facebook and social media keeping us connected.
Because everything this girl posts, I connect with. And I didn't even know she was a Scorpio beforehand.
It's same, like it's just we just always just there with
on the same
together.
All the time.
So here we are now on the pod together.
And I'm excited. I don't know what to do. I've been watching your shows for weeks now, okay? So I'm honored to be here.
Thank you.
For real. Like, you have no idea.
Thank you. Well, I'm honored to have you here in the flesh.
Okay.
All the shit we talk about on Facebook, we gonna talk about it right here.
Oh, for real? Oh, for real? Okay.
Yes, we gotta show the people how Scorpios get down. You know, what, today or yesterday was the first day of Scorpio season?
Yes,
sir.
Season.
Okay.
The Scorpios are Scorpio.
They let the GDs in the dough.
Okay. They done let the GDs in the dough. Don't play with us.
Okay, so bow down, you peasants.
Please, because it's our season.
The Scorpios are here now. And we gonna start the episode off with a game that I have called Weird or No.
Ooh, okay.
So you say you watched the show. Have you seen any of the episodes where I have the guests play Weird or No?
Oh, no. So
okay.
This will be my first time playing? Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
So Weird or No is basically, it's like a social media game. Mm-hmm. I'm going to give you a headline, and you have to say whether you think it's weird or no, and you only get one sentence for why you think it's weird.
Only one?
Yeah, one sentence.
Okay, I'm gonna narrow it down.
Okay.
All over the place.
So I'm gonna give you a tester so you can get a little loose. All right. Viral makeup artists.
You know what you do.
Viral makeup artists botched a person's face by using makeup made out of animal skin.
Ooh.
Is that weird or no?
Animal skin?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds suspect.
Okay, that's your sentence.
Okay, I'm glad you stopped me because I was
and then you say if it's weird or no.
Weird.
Okay, so that's how you play the game.
Okay, good.
Okay, so this is the real test right now.
Okay.
Speed round. The U.S. faces a butter shortage just right before the holidays. Weird or no?
Weird.
Why?
You ever had collard greens without some butter, baby? That's not how you do that.
She's some butter, baby.
That's not how you do that. Cornbread, all of that. Butter.
Need the butter.
Lord.
That shit gonna be very bland.
Dry.
East Chicago teacher arrested for having a kill list with names of student and staff.
Yeah, they gotta go. No, that's weird.
Okay. Adam Levine allegedly asked his side chick to name his child after her. Adam Levine allegedly asked his side chick to name his child after her.
To name the child after the side chick?
Yes.
Adam don't know what he. Okay, let me just. I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep going if I don't. Weird. That's weird energy.
Okay.
That's disturbing.
Okay. Huntsville teacher under fire after school discovers they would dress in drag and read to children.
So they're Barney in the middle of the class? I don't know. I feel like I'm not saying that's weird at all.
You gotta say weird or no. That's it.
Okay, then I'm gonna say no and be different.
Okay. Why?
Let's talk about just. It's not weird because people dress up in cosplay every day.
Okay.
What if it goes with the story?
Okay. Bruno Mars withdraws Silk Sonic from Grammy Awards consideration.
That's weird.
Why?
Silk Sonic did so good. Why would he take it away from the world? Like.
Okay. That's your sentence.
Oh, okay. Good.
Lotto wins Song of the Year at the BET Hip Hop Awards. Weird or no?
Now you know that's weird. Because that's why you smiling.
Why? Wait, because you know that's why you smiling is your sentence?
Yes! We're going to leave it at that. Okay. I don't need nothing else.
Jada Pinkett Smith plans to write a memoir discussing her complicated marriage to Will Smith.
Say that one more time.
Jada Pinkett Smith plans to write a memoir discussing her complicated marriage to Will Smith.
I don't want to hear that at all. I don't want to. I wish that there was a selection where I could just be like, no, like we don't want it. But it is weird because
we don't want it.
I don't want to hear her side.
Why?
I don't want to hear her side.
Okay. Governor Ron Garner says it's wrong to teach students that America was built on stolen land. Weird or no?
No, that's very weird.
Why?
I mean, I wouldn't phrase it like that. Maybe. I mean, of course, say we're an HBCU or something, they would phrase it in that way. But to some kids, we gonna have to let them know about the land that we live on.
Okay. That's one sentence.
All of these storybooks are lying. My bad. Okay, you look. Okay.
Middle school girl steals over $10,000 from grandparents and passes it out to classmates.
That's a come up though. I'm sorry. I don't know. If that was me in the class, it's not weird.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you.
Okay. Help me out.
You got more?
Listen. No, it's not weird to me. I'm gonna say nah.
Okay, last one. At least 2 killed and 7 injured in a St. Louis high school shooting.
It's very weird. Okay. Tired of that.
That was it.
Ooh.
That was weird or no? Now, I'm sorry to end it very dark.
Ooh.
But that just recently happened. So prayers go out to everyone affected by that school shooting in St. Louis. So that's kind of why I want to end it, just to end and give my condolences. But yeah, thank you for participating in Weird or No.
That's some decent topics. I'm gonna tell you that.
Those are all real. Happening around the world.
The one about the 10,000 getting given out to the kids. I heard that today.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to get the people to know something a little bit more about you. Okay. So let's touch on being a makeup artist. Where were you when you started? And you can start there first, and then where were you? Where are you at now?
As far, let's just say at first when I started, I was in my mama's house, okay, because I was still fresh out of high school. That was 2015. I built a vanity from scratch in my bedroom. Okay,
DIY.
Yeah. This is when YouTube was at its height with that DIY. Electrical and all, could have blew the house up type. Okay.
Now remember what you just said, because I got another game for us to play.
I will remember that for real.
Okay.
Because when I tell you the come up is very strong, where I came from and where I'm at now as a grown woman is a very large step for me. Because
growth.
It's all about business and being better than where I was. But I'll never, ever knock my come up. Because that vanity made me who I am now.
Exactly.
Come on now. So
humble beginnings.
Very humble beginnings. To today, where I am now, I feel like I could take 15 clients in a day.
Okay.
And not have a problem.
Yeah.
Have everything stocked, and I know myself and that it will get done and it'll look good and they could post it and not have no issues. Because at first, insecurity was a big part of starting.
Yeah.
Didn't feel like I had the, mindset or really the drive to do something like running a business by myself. So confidence is there. Work ethic is there. Just everything. I'm where I need to be and more. So we're going to keep going.
Where did this sense of entrepreneurship come? Like, we didn't know that starting our own business was possible. Our people, speaking for the Black community. Right. We didn't know that something as simple as owning your own business was possible. So where did that sense of I can do this come from?
And I ain't trying to be funny.
Yeah.
It's the Jamaican in me.
Okay.
And I ain't trying to be funny, but my whole father's side of the family, they hustlers. So watching them build on businesses, and then having that love for art coming from, performance art school and doing things like that. Why not? Who says I can't make a business out of doing makeup or putting an eyelash on somebody?
This is something that you've always been interested in, or it came like as you got older?
Oh, no. I didn't know I wanted to do makeup when I started that business. Yeah. I think it came, like I said, from performance art school, doing makeup for the plays.
Okay.
I didn't know that I would want to do anything remotely close. I was doing eyebrows in choir class, babes. It just, out of nowhere, it stuck. Yeah. Because a lot of my cousins do hair or nails. Didn't think I was going to be a makeup artist, but I'm glad I took that leap.
Now, because I think that entrepreneurship is something that's now being like preached into us. You can't just have one stream of income. Get out there. If you ain't doing it, you're lazy. What are the lows? Because everyone always wants to focus on the highs. If you do it, you're liberated. You go on your own schedule.
It's the lows don't get shown a lot. The lows are just kind of hidden by that. What's that on social media? What do they call it? They flexing.
Yeah. Okay. The flex.
The flex is strong with these ones because the everyday trying to make sure that I have my stuff in order. How am I going to pull in more clients? How am I going to promote myself? Yeah. Is what I'm doing any different from this makeup artist that's succeeding? Yeah. Who's to say that person also isn't having bad days? And that's what we forget to, realize is that not everybody has success every single day. They work at it. Yeah. It's about working at it. So, don't get me wrong. I love being an entrepreneur and there are some ugly parts about it, but that doesn't make me want to stop. Okay.
You've never had a time where you said, I probably should do something else.
I'll be lying.
I'll be lying
if I said I did it at the beginning because it's just been a rough ride. And you look at other people and you're like, man, I can't wait to get there. Or will I ever get there? But sometimes you got to shake that off. How you going to succeed or even do anything you say you're going to do if you're just giving up at that moment. So
I'm with you. I have people around me, like Lizzie, she was always, don't push that entrepreneur shit onto me. And I'm like, I understand the mindset of not wanting to be an entrepreneur. Right. Because it's not easy at all. And it's not like we all come from wealth so that we have something to lean on in case we hit those lows. Like, we really can only depend on ourselves to get it out of the mud.
And at the end of the day, like, depending on yourself could mean getting a 9-to-5 or, finding another little business to start to feed the one you really want to do. But it really depends on your mindset. And I feel like, and of course, most people aren't always, religious, but your faith in God. Like, have some faith in yourself because at the end of the day, it can happen. Work toward it.
Yeah. I'm going to ask you a question just because I want to see if you would answer it the Scorpio way. Ooh. So do you believe that you have to like hustle and deprive yourself of fun to have a larger return in the end? Or do you think that you can do both, where you can enjoy and not deprive yourself of the things that you really enjoy about life and also accomplish your goals and still have a large return at the end?
I can do both.
You can do both?
I can do both.
Okay.
And I don't know if that's a Scorpio answer or not. That's just the Shania answer. Because and it's not a good thing, but I will run myself into the ground to do what I want to do. Mm-hmm. I'm going to hustle and make my money. Mm-hmm. I have a 9-to-5 working at the hospital. I'm going to go do that. And when I get off, if my friends want to go to the bar, that's where I'm at too. Mm-hmm. At the same time, I can still get sleep and get up the next day and repeat. But why should I have to sacrifice my personal life because, I'm hustling and working and trying to make a living? I can do both. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not saying everybody should. It might not be your type of thing, but at the same time, why are you wasting your time thinking about it? If you want to go do it, do it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, you didn't answer how I expected a Scorpio would, but maybe that's just me.
Okay. I think it's me taking a page out of a couple of other people's books, just looking at other entrepreneurs and how they run their businesses, because they will be at the shop or whatever they're doing from 6 a.m. to 6 at night and go out. Yeah. You'll look like you don't want to, maybe like sit down for a second. I don't know, breathe. They'll be like, no, I'm good. I want to go have fun. I'm about to get dressed. My bag's actually in the car. Yeah. I got a bottle right here if you're trying to take, pregame shots. Yeah. No. I can't catch up.
This shit is tiring. I'm not even going to... This shit is very tiring to have all these different, like, projects and endeavors. Mm-hmm. And so I'll be like... Maybe I need to just lock in right now and push this stuff to be as great as it can be. And then when it gets to that point of, okay, I can relax a little bit, it was all worth it and I can really relax. And I'm able to now hire people to take over some of the stuff that I was doing all on my own, all those hours locked in. That's kind of how I view it. And I really don't know how to make more time.
That's what I was also going to ask you. Do you feel like you overwhelm yourself a lot?
Oh, yes.
Okay, okay.
For sure. All the time.
What do you do when you feel overwhelmed? Do you feel it's easier to, like, beforehand when you were starting out your business, when you were overwhelmed then? Now, do you feel like it's easier to bring yourself from being
overwhelmed? Mm-hmm. I've gotten back to playing video games, and so that's something I wasn't doing for some time in college. And then I guess I found my way back to playing video games, and through that I find happiness and release. Okay. So that's one of them. And then another one is really if I'm not getting it off from playing video games, then I finally say, okay, I'm just going to sleep and watch TV, and that's it. Nothing else. No answer, no phone calls, no scrolling on social media. Like, lay in my bed, rest my eyes, and watch something that brings me joy.
You a disciplined one.
Yeah, I can't switch that off. Like, I've been prepping myself to be a professional athlete, and through that, like, it's always you have to have discipline. So I don't know how to switch that out of me now that I'm no longer an athlete.
I don't think you should have to because learning discipline is like one thing that most adults don't know how to do. For me, it's hard. Yeah. Trying to go to sleep at night, cut the phone off. Don't take clients at 6 a.m. when you're trying to actually get rest. I don't do that. The money call, I answer. Yeah. Okay, there's no sleep for me half the time. Yeah. If I find time to do so, then I'll do it. But I've always wondered how other people, like, what is your release? Yeah. My release, something else, but we're not going to talk about
that. Okay. Now, tie it to social media with your entrepreneurship. What are the pros and cons of being an entrepreneur and using social media to do that?
Well, pros about using social media is networking for me. Okay. The people that you don't know are your biggest supporters. They are the people that are going to share, post, oh, you should go here because I really like their content, or I really like, the way they present themselves. Look at where they have all their business, and they're just amazing. Like, don't get me wrong, my family supports the mess out of me. Yeah. But the strangers be doing their thing. Yep. Cons, I think that the cons so much are just, like you said, how we were talking before, finding time for yourself. The cons are definitely trying to organize yourself too, because at a time that you have to be doing something for your business, you also need something to do personally. Yeah. we're still human. We still need food, water. I told you I ain't eat today.
Yeah.
So I was doing business.
Yeah.
And I could have been eating a vegan burger.
Yeah.
But was I? No, because the money was more important.
Yeah. Boy, is that not true?
I've been trying to do the thing where, you really got to plan and write everything down, but
I'm not gonna sit here and act like I have that much discipline. Like, there are days where it's not that I don't eat, but I don't eat a full meal. So I do enough.
You a snacker?
I snack.
I'm a snacker.
I snack.
Too.
Especially when I know that I'm self-conscious about my weight, I will snack sometimes. And it's not because I'm consciously saying I'm only going to snack. It's just, I've been telling myself, I don't like where I'm growing somewhere. So innately, it just reacts like that, where I'll just snack instead of make a full meal.
Is snacking better though? My mother has continued to tell me, like, you can't keep doing this. You're being vegetarian does not mean you have to eat snacks and chips all day.
Yeah.
But
it's harder to not eat meat.
It is harder.
I don't think the people don't understand how hard it is to not eat meat. Yes, it is. You know how fast broccoli fucking rot, nigga? Let me choose a different vegetable because that one's not real. You know how fast squash rot, nigga?
Seriously, be sitting in the refrigerator looking at you like, hello.
When you gonna eat me? I'm not gonna be here tomorrow.
So I really shouldn't have been in here 2 days ago because I was rot then.
Yes.
From the grocery store here.
How many times do you go to the grocery store every week?
Ooh. First off, it's every 2. It's every 2. But if I do have that time to go and stop and grab stuff, I would say like maybe twice. Twice a week.
Yeah.
But when I got the bread.
Yeah. When I really had the bread, I was going to the store almost every day. I treat myself. With bread, without bread, I treat myself. So if I want to eat some stuffed salmon today, I'm going to the store to go get it real quick.
Okay. That's a goal of mine is to try to be able to have the wiggle room to go in grocery shop. Like just finding stuff that's gonna fit for me personally, like for my time and my schedule. It's not really easy for me to go to the grocery store all the time because I actually want to plan and look. Yeah, I ain't got no list, but I just want to grab the things I know I like. I never have a list. What is it for?
I guess discipline. You go in there and get exactly what you know you need and don't add extra.
The only rule I know is that I better not go in that grocery store hungry. Yeah. Because I'm going to get everything.
You get everything. Yes. You're going to get I get everything even if I'm not hungry, so.
And I'm going to eat in the line while I'm checking out, too. Okay?
Who taught you that? That you can open up stuff while you at the grocery store and eat it?
My daddy. You ain't never been at the corner store and he opened up a bag of chips and be like, hey, I'm going to take that, too. Yeah. The man be looking at you like, sir. Yes. No, you did not open my merchandise.
I don't know who told black people that you can open things up while you're in the store, eat it, and then pay for it when you get up there.
Look, it's a hidden hood rule. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. If you do what you do, I ain't judging.
Well, how would you rate your success so far with using social media to help your business?
Ooh. So, compared to you?
No. Comparison is dead. We don't do that here.
Okay, no comparison. If I want to really be honest about it, I feel like my success is decent. It would be better if I was consistent.
That's all. I think that's always everyone's issue is consistency.
You know how hard it is to just, of course you do. Why am I?
Yeah. I get it. We just got to make sure the people get it. So what is it?
Exactly. It's hard to put all of that stuff, record, make sure you got cloud space. Yeah. Make sure that it's clear. Make sure that you have the right audios, because if you don't have the right audios, they're going to take it down and, or they won't monetize your stuff and people won't see it. It's a lot that goes into content creating. And that's why I honestly feel that most people shouldn't come for content creators. They don't have a real job scenario. That's a stupid way to look at what they
especially
do.
When you're I'll say a person of color and then more so black. It's a different ball game for you when you're a content creator.
It is. It's a large, like, difference. I feel like, you know, the clear folks have a decent time doing content because they're obviously like the first people that they're looking for when they want their stuff promoted.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, we are doing double the work.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel that it would be better if I was consistent and also just knew how to post. How exactly do hashtags work? How do they even work for us anymore? Because that's also what I've been told.
It's a science now. Like when I was in college, I did not know that you could major in social media until like my sophomore year.
That's a major?
Yeah, it's a minor at my school, but some other schools they might have majors. And so I minored in it when I graduated. I have that as a minor. And then when I graduated and did like the job search, there's so many social media jobs now, positions. Social media specialists is what they call it. And so I was applying for some of them, and some of them was like design heavy. So if you know how to design and you also know how to run marketing strategies on social media, you will be an ideal candidate. But to say like where social media was at first, where this is for children, you're all just on here sharing memes and gifs and shit, to now you can make 50 plus a year just on social media. Being
a regular person.
Yeah.
Just doing what people do every day.
Yeah.
Sharing content, post a picture here. And people eat that stuff up.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the internet has its pros and cons, and being able to now create a sustainable living is the one of my biggest pros that I contribute to the internet. Now, the way that we practice and use social media is where all my cons come from. It kind of is where this podcast formed. But that's another story.
Okay. We're going to say that for later is what he said.
Yeah. Okay. So now that we got a little gist on your journey as a entrepreneur, content creator, I want you to give yourself some goals right now so that we can all hold you accountable. So give me a short-term goal that you want to place upon yourself, and then give you a long-term goal.
You brought me here to set me up. That's what you brought me here to
I gotta push my friends, hold you accountable, reach your goals, and I would hope that you will want the same for me.
You right. Let me stop acting like because my procrastination is real. Let's see. The goals that I would give myself for real are: number one, being more consistent. I want to be more consistent in everything, whether it's content or my business. I want to be...
Whoa. Be specific, because I want to hold you accountable. So if you say, you got to say, well, what consistency looks like to you? Is that posting once a week? What is that?
I already post once a week.
Okay.
So let's say I post 2 times a week.
Okay.
Consistently posting 2 times a week, actually making content. I want to pull in more time for me to like actually do stuff on myself.
Okay.
I made a decent amount of followers on TikTok. You know, I'm at 14K, don't do nothing with it. Girl, I should be doing way more than what I am, other than just sitting with a account like that.
Yeah.
So when I did, you know, all the makeup and stuff on myself, it was a whole lot easier for people to view my page and see my content. I need to be more consistent with that. Another goal for myself, I want to generate enough money for me to quit the job that I do work.
At the hospital?
Yes.
Okay.
I love the medical field, but it's time for me to move on and actually do what I'm designed to do.
Okay. So I'm going to hold you accountable for that one, because I'm not going to ask you, hey, how much in your bank account now?
Okay.
Like, if I don't see you, and if you all know Shania, if y'all don't see her not posting twice a week, you need to message her and say, hey.
You could write on my page.
Where's the post at?
I'm looking for your content, and I don't see it. So
yes.
Give me that, please.
Okay. And so I'm gonna post her social medias as well.
Okay.
With the episodes, you will see it in the description. All right, so boom. That was that. Now we're gonna move on to music and entertainment.
Okay.
If you had to play one song on the aux, and that song is supposed to get me interested in what else you're gonna play on the aux, what would that song be?
Ooh. I think that a song I would play on the aux would be probably something by Brent Faiyaz.
Okay.
I enjoyed his new album release, and the song with Drake. And why is it not coming to my head? Because it was just playing in the car.
What's that song called?
If you want to waste more time,
waste time with me. Yeah.
I mean, honestly. Come on, girl.
Oh, girl.
That's the song that's going to get you hooked every time. Yeah. It's a vibe for real.
Oh, is it? No, that's not what it's called.
Wasting time?
Wasting time, yes, that's what it's called. Okay.
Drake
wasting time. All right.
Okay,
I guess I'll wait for the next song. I'll wait for the next one.
It's not a favorite.
It's not. I'm not a big Brent fan. I'm just like, he has some songs that I like. But it's not like I've bought into the whole idea that I think Brent is like
a fire artist.
Yeah, I'm not on that wave just yet.
I can respect it, even though I'm a big Brent.
Yeah, I get a lot of flack for me not thinking that he's so dope.
Girl, it's okay.
Now, can you date somebody without good taste in music?
No.
No. Why?
I feel, and this is gonna be like a true, honest thing. I am not gonna sit in the car next to you on a road trip.
They got to sit in the truck.
We are gonna drive separate cars. I'm not sitting next to you if you're gonna play Taylor Swift, or if you're gonna. I'm a person that literally loves a lot of music.
Yeah.
But there's some music I just cannot do. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that I'm gonna break up with you, but I feel we should talk about it.
Yeah.
Maybe get you into some different music.
Would you say that you can be very nitpicky on the things that could break up a relationship?
I don't want to lie, because there's going to be people in your comments like, everybody
that dated you. No, she broke up on me because my leg's short.
She said I was breathing out my right nostril too hard, and when I was sleeping, so she left me. I don't understand. I think I am nitpicky, and I'm really trying to break out of it because relationships for me are not often. Yeah. I really have to make sure that I remember that I'm not always perfect. Mm-hmm. Just because I don't like something doesn't mean that it's the end of the world or the end of that relationship. Yeah. I don't have to leave them every time. Like, it's okay. So for people to be different, or for people not be like exactly what you expect them to be. So yeah, I'm a nitpicky bitch, but am I upset about it or gonna be different all of a sudden?
Yeah.
No. I'm working on it, though. I'm getting better. I am, friend. No,
I believe you. We always think we're good and better at something until it resurfaces.
She said think. Notice how she said think, because I am delusional sometimes when I think I'm doing something and I'm not. So, all right, call me out then.
No, I'm not calling you out. I'm calling us out.
Oh, so you nitpicky too?
I'm definitely.
Oh, okay.
I broke up with somebody in middle school because they breath stank. And it's not that I didn't know they breath stank until I said, yeah, we can date. And then I got closer and it was like, damn.
Now, friend, is that really being nitpicky?
Some people might be like I don't know, you just tell them to brush their teeth.
What if that don't fix it?
Exactly. So I'm like, I don't want to tell them. I'm gonna just leave them
quietly, because I don't want to hurt your feelings.
No, I leave quietly. I said, hey man, I'm finna move. I came to school the next day.
I know you did not lie like that.
It was 6th grade. You can do whatever you want then.
Okay, because your mind is hella developed when you're younger.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Come on now.
But yeah, man, I think I am picky.
And there's something, I feel like there is something wrong with it, but there's also nothing wrong with it because you want what you want.
You got standards. Some people don't have standards, so they be making you feel guilty for having standards.
Come on now. And I can get used to a person, but there's just some things about a person that really bother the fuck out of me.
Just come together. When you meet a Scorpio, come together first. All right?
Yeah.
And if you happen to have a meltdown and you're not together, we'll deal with it until it's like too crazy. But at least come together when we first meet you.
Because we're already reeling on our own.
Exactly. We're trying our best to be perfect every day.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. We're trying our best to be perfect every day.
You exposing us for real. It's a try to be perfect every day for me.
Yes. I feel one of the relationships I was in, I felt bamboozled because I dated the person that seemed like they were so great. They were like, yeah, we're compatible. And as soon as you you see how a person is when they angry, when they broke, you see different stages of the person. And I'm like, who the fuck is this motherfucker?
Listen, that broke comment.
That broke stage.
People different when they ain't got money.
Man.
People real different. And you notice it right off back because they start having weird arguments about little shit. Like, I didn't ask for that.
Yeah.
You're broke, not me.
I think we all are different. It's just how different can you be? See, me, if I'm broke, I need to lock in on not being broke anymore. So if you're like, let's go on dates, I'm broke. Like,
right, what can I do for you right now?
Leave me alone until I get out of this.
It's really about, like, I don't know. Most people, I can get it, like, oh, I got you.
Yeah.
If you come out because we're like that.
Yeah.
But my mind is saying, you broke, bitch. How dare you step
why would
outside,
you go outside? Yeah.
Knowing you ain't got nothing but $5.
Yeah. Well, I would say that Scorpios they tend to be more realistic.
Yeah.
And analytical.
Very analytical.
Yeah. So no, we're not going outside because we're bubbly people that just needs to be social. No, we're going outside because we know that we can eat tonight.
Oh, because I'm going to eat.
Yes.
My plate going to be healthy.
Yes.
Okay. That's a real thing. I think I told my boyfriend about that as well because he was also telling me that, oh yeah, I'm in my hustle mode. I'm like, all right, cool. When you ready, let me know. Because when I'm ready to go get this food, I'm not worried about what that price say on the menu, babe. I'm not worrying about it. Yeah. So I can go sit by myself if you don't want to go. But I'm just letting you know I'm expensive.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, now I know something that we talked about on Facebook together was like the rap girlies. So women in rap. And you said basically that you prefer the gangster girl, the gangster rapper more than the Lil' Kim rapper, the sexual rapper.
Lil' Kim she's definitely a sexual rapper. So
dive into that a little bit more in your own words.
I think I found my love for rap through my father, first off, because, you grow up in hip-hop from the 90s. Different. Yeah. It's real if you talk to somebody who's born in that era, okay? And that's the real shit right there. Yeah. But today, just watching women come up in the rap scene is so interesting to me. I love the Megan Thee Stallions and the Nicki Minaj's, but I really feel like you have to give those underground rappers a chance. There are some things that they, like the beats, the lyrics and everything all pulled together and just the way that they look. Like, you wouldn't think that voice would come out of a body like that. Or even just a flow like that come from a girl that's paced like right there at the mic. Like, it's so cool. Yeah. To hear somebody that's like Chief Keef, but with a vagina. Like, that's fucking amazing. So, why not?
Who are some people that come to mind that you think are not like the mainstream female rap?
Definitely Glorilla.
Okay.
There's another artist that I feel is in that same lane as Glorilla. Her name is Lola.
I know. Okay, Lola. That's the one you was talking about on Facebook.
And then Ken the Man.
Okay.
You ever heard her?
Yeah.
She is definitely another person. Feel like I have yet to really listen to all of her music, but I'm giving her a really good chance, and she's good.
Okay. You ever have you gotten to Flo Milli?
Yes.
I love Flo Milli.
Flo Milli cold. I love that girl. She really be doing her, like, it's almost like the mainstream, but it's her.
In her own way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is her own spin on that whole just female rap aspect. Yeah. She's herself. Yeah. You ain't gonna put her in no category.
Yeah. I gave you pushback on Facebook because I got where you was getting at. Like, I prefer this more over this. But the conversation that tends to surround female rap is all they do is talk about sex, they pussy, their vaginas. I'm sorry, children, if you're watching. Their vaginas and scheming, finessing men.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, that's a question most people don't ask. They really don't ask, like, what's wrong with them talking about that?
Yeah, because the same with men.
Yeah, they talk about the exact same things, or not really the exact same things, but just in a different way.
In their own situation. So they not gonna say, yeah, I'll be scheming these girls. No, they're gonna say, I'll be buying her Birkins. I'll be simping.
I'll be buying her Birkins, or I'm pistol whipping her nigga to,
or
get
smoking
her
on my iPack, like
from a roll homie in a blunt. Like,
yeah.
all of that is definitely what these, Megan Thee Stallions and, Nicki Minaj's are saying, just in a different, more aggressive male way.
Yeah.
So you can't really say, like, oh, it's wrong to be talking about how they feel like they the shit, or my pussy is the best pussy, and all this other, like, it's common because it's good and it sells.
Yeah.
And y'all gonna eat it up every time.
Yeah.
Every single time. So of course you have that, bridge gap of why keep doing this if everybody is always talking about how bad it is, but so what? Don't even worry about it.
Now I know you've been seeing the Ye stuff going on, right?
Are you a Kanye fan?
No, I'm not a Kanye fan.
No.
I think I just got a lot of artists that I like certain songs of them, but I'm not really a fan of many people.
Okay, I'm a Kanye fan.
Okay. Now we're not gonna get too deep into that.
That's
I
fine.
really just brought that because I wanted to speak on his message of how the stuff that people say are the nonsense of women rap is what they're pushing onto us, so that they want us to talk about that stuff, and then in vice versa, they want the men to talk about killing each other and selling drugs and all of that. Do you see any truth in what Ye was saying about how that is what they want us to consume?
Yeah, I see some of the truth. Not all the time. He's speaking logically. I don't think that, a lot of his stuff is easy to really grasp. But yeah, I think there is some large truth in that. The media controls the way we think about things and how we view certain people all the time. Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion and Mulatto, they're beefing right now because of the media. That is not because of something between them.
Yeah.
So it's influenced.
Yeah.
It's ugly, but it's an influence.
Would you say that we are now the media as well? Because I can create a fake media page and it's really just a Nicki Stan page. And I'll post something and people would view it as to be the truth because it appears to have came from a media page.
We're the large part of that too.
Yeah. So it's like, what actually is the media now?
It's a large combination of the people.
Yeah.
And it's funny because the people are also some of the people that are running the country too. So it's not like we can't say, oh, it's not us. Because people are bored all day.
Yeah.
What else would they have to do if not for TV or social media? If other celebrities' business isn't something that they know about, what else would the world do? That's how I feel, for real.
How influential, how much of an influence do you think music has on us?
A large influence? I mean...
Have you ever seen yourself where you're constantly listening to something that others would deem to be negative energy, like a bunch of songs about scheming niggas, right? Have you ever seen yourself where you've consumed a lot of those types of music and now you see yourself doing things that you possibly might not have been doing?
Oh, yeah. Not for me personally. If I say influences, like my little sister, music influences her a lot, and her friends. Like these little girls are out here, trying to have outfits like these celebrities, or I want a Birkin. I need a Telfar bag. I need to wear this much makeup and get my hair done this way. It's a large influence on all of us, but our younger community as well. So it's really about, like, of course, be an artist, be who you are, but yeah, you got people watching you.
Yeah. So you think that artists should be conscious of the things that they put out because there are younger people watching them?
Conscious to an extent. Be an artist and be who you are, but remind yourself of who you were at that age.
Okay.
Remind yourself.
Because Cardi B, I like, they'll be like, I'm not your child's parent.
That's true. And there's it's like you can get really deep into that because they're not. Yeah. They're not here to be, big sis or, try to, influence your child to do what you're supposed to be teaching them. Yeah. The parent, my mama is my influence. Don't get me wrong, I love music, but half the music that I listen to today is because of her. House music or anything like that. Yeah, I might listen to the music on my own, but my parents are the people that taught me, like, this is what you're supposed to do. This is how I carry myself. So maybe it might interest you to do the same thing. It's really all about, of course, the parents too. Okay. So do you think that it starts there in the household? Their environment, their household, who they're around, who they choose to talk to, if they like their music as well, it starts there. Compare, contrast, like where the world was when we are still the youth, but we're the older youth. The millennials. When we were what the youth is now, compare, contrast when we were there and then what they look like now. Like, how different or how similar are we? Because we will then turn into the older generation. And we'll be like, when we was back in my age, we wasn't doing what y'all was. So. We all different though. Like I feel like I have some mannerisms from my mom's generation, of course. Just the way I view things and how I feel like, okay, this is wrong, this is right. My little sister and her generation, they're completely different. But I feel that, we might have some similarities. Yeah. In the same, like, whole 360. It's not uncommon for us to be, because they'll be like, oh, I never did that. Like my mom's generation, I never went out and stayed out till 3:00 in the morning, or I never stayed at a club this late. Yeah, you did. You acting like you didn't go to them concerts and stay till the next day and under the tent, babe. I know you. I've pulled your card, so you can't sit up here and say that, oh, what I'm doing is worse than what you were doing at that point in time. Because the 90s was wild. Yeah. So. How did I get here, Mom? Baby, I'm a Scorpio. Yeah. That don't make no sense. I cannot wait to see what the commentary will be when it's now our turn to be like back in our day, we weren't, we were so holy. Like, I'm not gonna be one of them. I'm really not. I can't stand old heads that really act like they was just perfect children of God. Okay. My grandmother literally is one of them people, and if you're watching this, Grandma, I'm sorry, but you are definitely one of them people. Perfect as can be, and that's all you gonna remember. But I'm telling you now that flaw, like you have flaws. There's nothing wrong with that. If you like a certain thing and you notice that, oh, we might be into that one thing that you were into at that one point in time, and nothing wrong with that. It's just a little indulge. We just like to do different things. That's okay. Yeah. Now, I want to ask a makeup question before I drift off to something different. It just came to me. Last episode, I had asked my friend Andre if he believes that there is a such thing as gay music, like the gay sound of music, right? And he kind of said, like, yeah, house music can have a gay twang to it when you do it. Yeah. Right? So now I want to ask the question of what influence, or if there are any influence of the LGBTQ plus community, does it have on the makeup industry? Oh my gosh, that is such a big influence. I feel men needed, the makeup industry needed the gay community. Okay. And that's a large statement that I might get, chewed out for, but this is your opinion. It's my opinion. A lot of the art that I look at wherever I'm viewing it is from men. They are so good at doing makeup, and you have the women that are going like, oh, I'm a natural type of person. Or, oh, you know, this is too much makeup for me. Men can literally change like chameleons.
Yeah.
Never would have been able to tell that he had a 5 o'clock shadow a few minutes ago. Mm-hmm. And I've learned a lot of the things that I do through makeup from the gay community. Mm-hmm. Drag queens are top tier when it comes to makeup.
Okay.
The artistry, the way eyes can look, how you can pull a whole face back like you got surgery done. Mm-hmm. Come on. Most women wouldn't know how to do that if it weren't for them. Yeah. So I think that their impact is a great one.
Okay, flowers. Okay.
Gotta give them the props, okay?
All right. I appreciate you answering that with your best ability, because there will be a lot of people that will say, I'm not homophobic. I just don't think... It's really hard to act as if you do not see the influence that the gay community can have on all sectors of what it is to be human, right? Yeah. It's almost like when I say that I love the same sex, I can no longer do what you can do at my best ability because that should hinder me. Like, why can I be gay and also be just as good as you with makeup?
You definitely can.
Like, are my hands so supposed to do something different now?
No. There are men out here braiding, putting on lace fronts, and they're completely straight.
Yeah.
It's about your talent.
Exactly, your ability.
Come on now.
Yes.
I'll never knock them ever. To say that they're not a big influence on the makeup community is wild, because look at the YouTube scene when it first started out. Mm-hmm. You had nothing but men, and then maybe even transgender. Mm-hmm. You can stop right there talking about they don't have an influence. They got to
do that almost every day
every day.
Yeah. So yeah, they have a lot of practice.
Mm-hmm. a whole lot.
Okay. So before we, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna let you decide. So we're gonna switch over to mental health. That's my favorite sector. So it might get a little deep, might get a little personal.
That's fine.
You're good. But I also have a game that I wanted to do. And so what do you want to do? Do you want to do something the more lighter tone? Start that off first? Or do you want to finish it off with the lighter stuff?
I think finishing it off on a good note is always my goal. So let's do that.
Okay. I might butcher that.
Oh, Lord. Don't say
okay,
that.
So something that I really, really wanted to talk about on the pod was the whole perspective on on obesity in America. Okay. And I didn't want to talk about it with somebody that looked like me. Mm-hmm. I wanted to talk about it with somebody that was of a heavier set than me.
And wearing it well.
Yes. Because I think the conversation can be held differently when you have two different opinions on it. Mm-hmm. From two different views of what it is to be obese. So you got the European standard, the metric system of what it is to be obese. But to you, what does that actually mean when you think of the word obese?
My 600-pound life.
Okay.
I think of that. I don't consider myself obese, but I know that America does.
Yeah.
So, my 600-pound life has been that one thing, or I'm just like, I never want to get there. Mm-hmm. Never. So being as big as a house, as my mama would say, is what I would consider being obese is.
Okay. So when I was a baby, I was actually obese. I guess my mama and grandma would feed me bananas before I should have been eating food, so I was an obese baby. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, okay, so what weight is that? And it's like a very drastic weight. Like, damn, so I just got to be this, and now I'm obese.
It's really more than what your body can handle at that point, because you can tell when a body is not supposed to have that much weight on it. Yeah. Like at the beginning when I said I'm wearing it well, I meant that. Yeah. If I were to get skinnier, and I mean, even being your size, I probably wouldn't look right. Yeah. To me.
Yeah, I'm with you. Some people lose weight and they look weirder with the weight off of them.
So at the same time, you can say somebody is obese, but imagine what they would look like at the standard beauty size.
Yeah. Yeah. That's where we're going to dive into. So something that I've been having a part of the Weird or All segment is something Kanye said, which was being fat is demonic. Everybody has had that same reaction. They chuckle at that statement, right? But I never dove into it because I wanted to wait until I could talk about it.
Okay.
Now, I just want to start off and say I do not think that being fat is demonic. I've never said that. I do not believe in that. I think it's ridiculous. Okay. Especially from the messenger. The messenger did not like his body and got lipo. The same lipo that killed his mother. So I don't even get how you can now have that perspective on being fat as demonic, knowing what you personally was doing with your life. Mm-hmm. But outside of that, how can people have these strong, like this real view on the decision to how you want to shape your body, right? Mm-hmm. And make that be the say all be all. This European standard of beauty, you have to be this thin. If not, then you're not beautiful. It's something as drastic as that.
That is very drastic. I've always thought it's drastic because size 6 is only like so many people in the world. Mm-hmm. Being healthy is the right mindset, and that's where I feel that the way they say a beauty standard or just like the right size, the way that's advertised is wrong, very backwards. Yeah. I've aimed to be healthy my whole life. Mm-hmm. I've done volleyball. I've done Weight Watchers. I've exercised, had track meets, all that type of stuff. But losing weight has always been a hard thing. Mm-hmm. So, of course, I've looked at the other girls or looked at women that, you hang out with and they might be in a size medium or can go to Target and fit a size large and be good. Mm-hmm. But why would that make me feel insecure about who I am or about how I carry myself?
That's easier said than done. I want you to dive into what was the younger Shania viewpoint on how she used to view herself and compare to other girls.
I'm a whale. I look.
Because you're older, wiser, stronger.
Ooh, honey, I was a whale to me every single day. Like my face looked like a big old grape. I felt ugly. I felt disgusting. I felt like nobody was like actually viewing me, looking at me. Yeah. I just felt unseen and felt like that's what I deserved because of my size. Mm-hmm. And, looking back now, I didn't realize why I was even saying that shit about myself. Yeah. Because it wasn't true. Yeah. It's crazy the things that you bring up to yourself and the stuff you make up in your mind.
Mm-hmm. Did you have any people in your corner to tell you differently that no, you're crazy, you're beautiful, and nothing's wrong with your appearance?
I love my mother. She's definitely one of those people that tells me, all the time, like, you're a gorgeous girl. She was telling me then, you're a beautiful girl. No one should ever be, body shaming you for anything because you're beautiful to me. And, that should have been enough. But being in high school is tough. Very, very tough. And, of course, you also have those family members that will discreetly, how much weight did she's, okay, we just saw her last year. Why is she this big now? It's insulting because ain't we cool? Like, ain't we blood? Yeah. Why are you talking to me?
I mean, I feel like they can say those things because with family. I'm just being honest with you, girl.
But I don't be talking to your wife about who you just was in the bathroom with. It's not that at all. Yeah. Don't come for me on my weight when your life is in shambles, babe. That's not. So it's an influence on kids influence that whole beauty standard thing and family members and, of course, the world. Yeah. They make you look at everything differently.
So now that I feel, okay, you can answer this because I feel like my opinion doesn't matter. How would you describe the view of being overweight now in America? Like, has the rhetoric changed, or is it still the same? You only supposed to look like this. This is beautiful. What is the rhetoric now?
I think we're a little more accepted than we were in 2015 when I had, just found who I was. Has that changed from where I was thinking, negatively about myself? No. People body shame still. People still feel that people like Lizzo shouldn't be on Instagram and TikTok the way she is.
Yeah.
And she capitalizes off of being a big girl.
Yeah.
I've never in my life seen so many people, really hate on somebody for loving themselves. So I feel like we're more accepted, and that's comforting because never have so many people actually came up to me and be like, you're so beautiful.
Yeah.
I just love the way you're dressed, and the way you're wearing that is just so nice, because people actually come up to me and compliment me, and I'll be like, where'd you come from?
Yeah.
You really feel like that? Because I think you're lying.
Yeah.
But if you're being genuine, cool, because I didn't get that before.
That's a great piece that you just said of second guessing how genuine the compliment is.
I second guess that a lot. And it might just be the Scorpio in me, but at the same time, I don't know if people are really just trying to
be PC, just make you feel comfortable, but really when you do something that makes them upset, oh, you fat bitch.
Yeah. I can't stand your swole ass. I didn't been in that place before.
Yeah, that's definitely where I wanted to take it. Cause that's what I think, that's where we're at with it now. Like, it's cool to accept people and to have inclusion. And it's cute to do so because that helps the diversity department. But behind closed doors, you don't, oh no, I don't fuck with fat people like that. Yeah, like, get your ass in the gym. What's so, you ain't eating right. Like,
being obese is not cool. It should not be a beauty standard. And no.
Did you see the TikTok that I posted? A clip of the episode of Lizzie talking about Glorilla. Yeah, so she had her opinion, right?
Right.
But instead of you just debating about the opinion, you said, "Oh, you just mad because you heavier and you think and you want her voice," or
you ever hit them where it hurts. That's where people like to really like. If I can't get you on changing your opinion about this certain topic that I know I'm right on, I'm gonna hit you where it hurt, babe.
Yes. Never understood it. I still do not understand it. Can somebody please give me clarity? Why do you need to insult me because I do not agree with you?
Troll energy.
Troll energy?
Troll energy. The social media wouldn't be social media without trolls.
I like the trolls.
I don't mind them.
I don't like the dumb trolls. I think that's dumb. If you could just troll like Lil Nas X, cool. But the dumb trolls are the ones that can't actually formulate a debate.
That's expensive trolling where Lil Nas X is, okay? He can do that. These other people in these comments, I feel that they really get angry. Lil Nas ain't doing that for real. He is not really for real about that. These people have no life.
Yeah. I kind of had a hard time choosing between doing what's right for the business and doing what's right for my friend. So I was like, I'm always about the business, debating, arguing back and forth with people in your comment section doesn't do well for the business. No. It can keep people from actually wanting to tune into the pod, grow viewership. And so it's always like, do it on the pod instead of doing it in the comments. But every day that reel increases in viewership, comments, likes, and it's like, how many more comments can I see of a person that keeps it about her weight or her appearance and not about her opinion?
And it should have been about the opinion.
Yeah.
I feel, don't get me wrong, like, regardless of how you felt toward what she said, at the end of the day, like, I mean, that had nothing to do with it.
Yeah. That's pretty much the villain origin story of this topic, obesity in America, because it made me think, like, how many of those people have probably posted or commented underneath somebody that does makeup and they look like you. Oh, you're so beautiful, da, 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 da. But as soon as you make them upset, it's the opposite.
Your makeup's cakey. Your neck don't match. Some people have come for me so hard on my makeup when I swear, like, I couldn't get them into an appointment or whatever the case was. But yeah, it gets real for them. And I'm just like, it's not that serious for me, but you seem to be upset about it.
Now, when is your turn to be a parent or a mentor for someone that's younger and they look like you? What would you say to them differently that you think would get to them more than what your mom said to you?
That's a really good question, and it's crazy because I feel like I almost, like how you said earlier, I don't think my opinion matters because I'm not a parent.
But this is preparation because you will soon become a mentor or
correct
a guardian.
I feel like I would focus more on, and this might be corny, but self-love. Finding myself and loving who I am, loving me and the body I'm in. It really takes a whole lot off of my shoulders. I'm not caring what people say because that's something you really hone in on. Words.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And comments and everything really take a large part in that too. So I can understand why some little girls, like if my daughter were to be in that position, would feel insecure or just ponder on it. And mental health is a, large part of obesity and feeling like, you're perfect in someone else's eyes.
Yeah.
They don't matter though.
Yeah.
At that point, my mother was telling me these same things. And to get me past that, I feel like it's a me thing at that point. I can get that encouragement from my mom. I can get that encouragement from my friends or their different views. But, you got to feel good in your skin.
Yeah. That
takes a large part in it.
Okay. I got one more question. And it's more so about the people that are not heavier, but they have weight consciousness. Right? Because I remember we did have an episode where we were debating back and forth between like the views of someone skinnier and someone bigger than skinnier. And how like you both can still have weight issues or consciousness or insecurities, but I need to speak a little louder than you because I actually get shunned for my appearance and you don't. Right? So what is your perspective on that? I'm skinny, but my discrimination and oppression of being that is different from yours, and so I should leave you to have more of the larger voice than I should.
I feel no matter where you are on the weight spectrum, skinny people deal with a lot of like backlash too. I feel that, of course my view on, what people talk about me is different, but at the same time, who's to say that you're not feeling the same or that you don't get the same amount of
hatred?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because hatred is 360 no matter who you look at. And it's it's funny to be like, okay, yeah, you have a bigger voice or you should be able to talk more about this and you can't tell me that my pain is any less than yours. But I wouldn't know what being in their shoes is like. Yeah. I only know what my standpoint is. Yeah. Because being a big girl is all I know. Yeah. Most people could talk about getting, you so skinny, you're like a twig. I can snap you in two. I look at that and be like, what's wrong with that? I mean, she's smaller than me. She can fit into whatever she wants to. And that's your insult? Yeah. You got to come harder than that. Yeah. For me. Yeah. But they looking at it different. Like, no, that really just hurt my feelings.
Yeah. So you're saying I'm fragile?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I'll beat your ass right now. Like, it's a different view for them. And if I'm not in your shoes, I cannot tell you how to feel about that. Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, you have a more positive mindset on it. I appreciate it. And I actually don't know exactly how to turn this into a beef.
I'm about to say you want me to beef? Because I can beef.
I was trying to beef real quick. Be a little devil's advocate.
No, look, if you flip it, let's flip it to the other side. I mean, at the same time, like I said, you can fit in anything you motherfucking want to. Yeah. You know how much my clothes cost, motherfucker? Like that's a $300 Fashion Nova trip, or that's also a problem to where I can't even fit the stuff I bought, or most people won't let me into certain places because I can't sit in the chairs. That's a problem. That's a real problem. I can't fit into certain things, or I'm too big to be in a space with all these people. Yeah, I understand you might have discrimination on your end too, but this has been a long time coming. At one point, you were the standard. Yeah. And the only standard. Yeah. For some people, you still are. Yeah. People are just getting used to me. So
people are just getting used to me. I like that.
It's the truth.
I like that. I like that. All right, skinny hoes.
Okay.
Scoot over a little bit.
You'll be all right. Let this big body Ben sit right here on this seat next to you. Give a spotlight to a big girl, okay?
Yeah. I definitely feel weird. I don't even know what to call heavier people. I don't know what to call you all. I get weirded out trying to figure out a word that does not trigger someone's emotions. I don't know.
Plus size.
I'm
okay with plus size. Okay. Most people I feel they might feel differently, but I'm okay with being a plus size or full figured woman.
Okay, full figured plus size. Okay.
Because like I said, I wear it well, and I'm gonna always say that. I keep my health intact, and whether you know that or not, it don't matter.
That's one of the things I do like about you, is because you actually, at least you let us feel as if you for real are confident. So I do like that, to see people confident. Well, I hate insecurities.
Me too.
With the passion. If I ever feel like an insecurity is coming on to me, like that's all I'm keyed in on to get that out. Because I hate insecurities.
It's because it's hard to shake it off afterwards.
Yeah, it's really you are the issue. If you don't like how you look, then you should change it. But if it's other people that don't like how you look, but you like how you look, what are we talking about?
We're not talking about nothing.
Exactly. So that's how simple I make insecurities. As long as you like it, that's all that should matter. So that means that insecurities should probably never exist if you are the one that's saying, I have the power to determine what makes me feel a way about anything.
Amen. I 100% agree with that one. Insecurities is a mindset. That's an ugly mindset. Yeah. So it is. I don't want that about myself.
Yeah, exactly. Drop them insecurities. Okay. We got this thing that I like to do called post to digest. Thank you for going along with me with that topic.
You are welcome.
So it kind of damn near go with what we was just talking about.
Okay.
So typically I find a post on whatever social media platform that I like, and we digest it. We go a little deeper into it, connect it to ourselves, whatever you want to do with it. So I got two, but I'll just do this one. You are not what has happened to you. You are what you decide to do next. How do you interpret that post?
I'm not my pain. You know how they say you don't look like what you've been through. I think that's a good way to look at that for that post, because I'm what I decided to do. I look like what I decided to do after what I've been through. Yeah. Not what got me here. Yeah.
So, okay. I'm with you on that. You ever seen somebody look like what they've been through?
Hell yeah, I just passed them on the street a few minutes ago. I'm so serious. You think I'm lying? I literally have seen some people look like what they've been through, and that's really because that's where they decide to be. Yeah. So, I mean, you could do something about it, but you ain't budging.
Yeah. Mental health is so extremely important to me. But that saying, you look like what you've been through, I never really saw that until one of my friends came to me and told me like what they've been through. I'm like, damn, you look like
I would have never thought.
Hair gone, weight gone, like pull off a twig, like everything. I'm like, damn, that's what y'all mean? That's crazy that somebody really can look like they went through the struggle.
It is, but I mean, at the end of the day, like you said, it's what you choose to do.
It's what you choose to do. Yeah. Okay, so that was that one. And I think we got enough time to do another one.
Okay.
So you talked a lot about your mom, your dad. How much of your upbringing would you say determined the type of person that you became today, that you are now?
A lot of it. And that's to say that I was raised by two parents at one point in my life, and then one for the rest of it. Strong is all I've ever felt like I had to be. Dealing with, the death of my father, and then feeling like my little brother needed somebody to look up to, and my mom needed somebody to be her friend and hold her up when she down. Like, at that young age of 12 years old, I decided that I wasn't going to cry about shit. I wasn't going to look at my struggle. I was going to look at where I could be. How am I going to fix this? And today that made me a businesswoman. And I just looked at that now. Like, I didn't really realize. At this moment. I just looked at that now. That made me a businesswoman. Just having that mindset at 12 years old. That made me the bad bitch I am today. Yeah. So, the question. What was the question?
Okay. I basically just asked how much of your childhood dictated how you are today. Like, can you draw back from like what you just did? Me saying that to myself at 12 makes sense to why I am a businesswoman today.
Because it sticks.
I had saw somebody post on Facebook and they said, your child only gets one childhood and it will affect how they view the world, how they love, how they trust, and how they feel about themselves. Every time you interact with them, you have the power to cherish or crush their spirit. How do you feel about that post?
There's a lot of truth to it. At first, I'm a believer in being a kid at heart always, okay? But that don't mean that you're always going to have a child's mindset. And kids are impressionable. Yeah. And especially if they look up to you and you're somebody that they're with 24/7, you are that child's direct line to how they're supposed to be or how they're supposed to accept love, if that makes sense. Yeah. So, yeah, I really feel that the way you speak to your child, the way you comment on them as a kid and what you talk to them about, are you talking to them about stuff that they're into? Are you really engaging with them?
Yeah. Would you talk about the love that you was seeing in the household from your mom and your dad, and then your mom and whoever else she experienced love with? How did that help you define what love is for yourself?
I won't lie about like just how I view love today. It definitely did come from my parents. And that's not saying that it's a good thing. That's not saying it's a bad thing, but just viewing how they were in a relationship when I was 10. It wasn't always great. There's a lot of times my mom like really had a rough time being with my father. And I thought that's what you were supposed to do. Rough times, of course, happen in relationships, and not everybody is going to be like perfect for each other. But you accept the love you think you deserve. And my mother definitely deserved more. My daddy was my baby. That's my man's. But he had some things that he could have worked on. Growing up and noticing that my mother is in a better place now than where she was. I realized that had a lot of influence on how I accept love. Because even today, she's really trying to push that I need to make sure that the person that I'm with is fulfilling me wholeheartedly. Like, if I'm giving, I need to be receiving. You shouldn't just feel like an empty
cup.
Yeah. So now that she's in this new relationship and she's happy and they moved into a new house. And they go on dates every time. They remember anniversaries. My mama's rock is nice. Like, and it's not about the material things. It's really about their relationship. I respect it. I respect my stepfather. Shout out to George.
Shout out George.
He's a cool dude, and he's always taken care of my mother since the first day he met her.
Okay.
Regardless of money, he's taking care of my mother. So I can definitely commend just my parents and my mother especially just on what love I should accept.
Okay. Did you think that you needed to see that version of a relationship?
Yes.
Okay.
That helped out a lot. Why sugarcoat it?
Yeah.
You know, there's not a bunch of pretty things about relationships. So I needed to see that. Because if I didn't, I would have just been out here accepting anything. Yeah. Thinking that it was what my mama has now.
Yeah. I'm with you on everything that you're saying. I really just be asking questions just to get your perspective so that it can help me with my perspective sometimes. Like,
give me yours. I need to hear it.
So I didn't grow up in a household where I saw love. My mom was a single parent, and she had boyfriends, but she didn't really have somebody that stuck, right? And so I never really saw my mom experience love. Now, I did see her experience something with my biological father, but it was never love. Like, I knew it wasn't that. And so I grew up, and I really just found anything that had to do with romance or just being in a relationship, whether it's platonic or romantic, through the media, through television, through music. And so I would listen to male R&B a lot because I knew that, okay, I'm supposed to be with a man, right? So let me try to get to know them. So I gravitated towards male R&B. That's all I pretty much grew up listening to. Like, my favorite singers are male R&B artists over women. And then watching movies, growing up, my favorite genre was rom-coms. Right?
Love me a rom-com.
Yeah. So, like, I am a simp at heart. In my own way, okay? So, in my own way, like, and I really, like, every day I'm fighting to figure out what it is to be the healthiest lover I can be for somebody because I never saw it. Right? But I know what it feels like to be hurt by something and don't like it. So I'm like, okay, well, don't do that to others. So whatever I don't like, don't do it to others. And I have an issue when now it's their turn and they might have a different perspective. They probably don't believe in do unto others what you would like to be done to you. Right? That's my mantra. So they might not have that mantra. So they might think that yelling at me is okay. And so there's always some type of like clash of perspectives, I suppose, when it comes to love. And so far, I'm in a healthy relationship at the moment, but there's still emptiness in me because I still don't know. Yeah. You feel me?
And I feel that 100% because the part of not knowing is what gets you the most. And then you have to remember, you gotta go with the flow because if somebody is not for you, you gonna know about it. Yeah. And remove them accordingly. Yeah. I'm 100% for the simp life. Okay. Yeah. I'm a romantic at heart and I have a problem with expecting people to be like me. Yeah. Yes. I have a problem and then get upset when they're not. So is that their fault or is that mine? I expected too. And then you say things like that. I expected too much. Yeah.
Yeah. Expectations can be a killer.
But I was expecting it from the wrong motherfucker.
But you don't know that until they show you that.
That's true.
So, like, some people like one and done. So, like, oh, this girl broke my heart, so fuck all girls. That's stupid.
That is
That
stupid.
girl broke your heart. Not all girls. That one was not compatible.
Because they say the same things about, Scorpios are the worst.
Yeah.
First of all.
You wasn't built for us. What are you talking about? We are never the problem.
You got the wrong one. Yeah. Okay, I'm different. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You just need to have a better experience. And there's nothing wrong
or maybe you just didn't click with a Scorpio. Yeah. I do think I believe in astrology.
I do
to a certain point.
Well, to a certain point. Because you're not finna define me off of
what you
zodiac sign. Come on, baby.
Yeah.
You really think that's how I am 24/7? Get to know me.
Yeah.
Live with me for a couple days.
Yeah.
Okay? That's how I really feel.
There could be similarities, but that ain't always just
that is
100%
not my
gonna be
blueprint.
me. Yeah.
That is not my blueprint.
Yeah.
I know who I am. Because even sitting here like with you when we talk, yeah, we got the same birth month or the same zodiac sign.
But we ain't agree on everything.
No.
We ain't complete each other's synthesis.
No,
like,
it's not.
We ain't Siamese twins.
And you still my twin. It don't matter. Like I just like your views on things. And that's what dating is. Like getting to know a person's head.
Yeah.
And if you like what their makeup is like,
yeah,
that's for you.
And y'all can try it out. If it don't work out, that don't mean fuck love.
Move on.
Yeah, try with a different person.
Other fish in the sea. Jesus.
I got one game left to play, and we're gonna leave on a light note. Okay. All right. This is something I've never done, so you're the first.
Honored.
All right.
Okay.
So it's either or, this or that.
This or that.
So okay. Would you rather be overrated or underrated?
Overrated.
Why? One sentence.
Now I want to change it. I would say overrated because I mean that's just what I would pick.
Okay, that's it. All right. If you ain't got something deep, that's okay.
Exactly.
Overdressed or underdressed?
Overdressed.
Why?
I'm that bitch. That's just how I step out of the house. That's my mindset. Overdressed.
All right. Underprepared but on time or fashionably late?
Fashionably late.
Niggas. Always on color people time.
You fashionably late.
Okay.
I'ma look good. I just wasn't there at the time you wanted me to be there. It's okay.
Okay. Rap or R&B?
R&B.
Okay. You want to say a why?
It's for the soul.
Okay. All right. Now, YouTube or school?
That's a real question.
Yeah. You said YouTube taught you a lot about makeup.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, I told you, remember?
YouTube.
YouTube or school?
YouTube University all day.
Okay. YouTube University. Full glam or natural beat?
Natural beats turn into full glams all the time for me. So I'm going to say full glam.
Okay. TV or books?
TV. And I know reading is fundamental, but Netflix, come on
now. Red lipstick or brown?
Say that again?
Red lipstick or brown?
Brown lip all day.
Okay. Is red for horse?
Red is definitely for the hoes. I feel like red is definitely for. If you got on a red lip, you're out here looking for somebody, babe. I can tell. So it's a brown lip for me. Red lips are for special occasions when I want them. So here we go.
All right. Red lip. If I see anybody with red lipstick on from now on, you a hoe, and I'm calling you out. Shania said it, so you gotta.
You gonna have them calling me out.
All right, a picnic date or a candlelit dinner?
Picnic date, and I only say that because, I feel like you get to know each other better outside than you do inside.
Okay. And last one, I gotta end it deep. Treat people how you would want to be treated, or treat people how they treat you.
I'm gonna say treat people how you want to be treated. I've tried to treat people how they treat you, and it messed up my personality. It messed me up terribly, and I didn't like I was giving off all the way I was giving off energy to people.
Okay.
I aim to respect, and if I want that, I got to put that out in the world to get it back.
Okay.
So treat people how I want to be treated.
Okay, boom.
Period.
Well, that was the episode.
I had so much fun.
Good.
Sitting on this couch with you. Okay.
Good, because there's going to be more of it.
Girl, I'm excited.
Shania will be a revolving face. So we got Andre. We got Shania.
Hey, girl.
And we looking for more. I want a couple more faces to keep giving you all on a consistent base. But Shania is second. She's the second piece.
Okay.
So thank you for coming onto the pod. And we're going to see you soon.
I'm ready to kiki again.
If you're on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. And if you are on your favorite streaming platform, make sure you tune in every week and leave us a rating. Thank you.
Just watch the damn podcast.